that there's a couple of light candles there.
Welcome students and family watching from home to the 2021-2022 Essex High School National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Madeline and I am the president of NHS. At this time, I'd like to welcome members of Chamber Choir to perform the national anthem. Everyone please rise. Members of the reception committee have chosen Mr. Langevin to speak tonight. Mr. Langevin has been a math teacher at Essex High School for 20 years. Please welcome Mr. Langevin to the podium.
Hi. I had this lovely speech picked out. On Sunday, as I was looking around the crowd, I realized how many of you I had in class. And to the parents out there, you have raised some wonderful kids. Some smart, intelligent kids who are a major pain in the butt to have in class. And they love to distract you. So congratulations to all of you for being here. It's a big deal. It really is a big deal to be here. One of the things you probably didn't know is that we as teachers in the beginning of the year get this horrible form with all of your names on it. We have to rank you 1 to 4. I'm a guy that teaches computer science. I'm a 0 and 1 guy. So I started ranking you all as 0s and 1s until Miss Anthony told me 4 was good. Then I had to change it. When I was in high school, if we had that process, I definitely would have gotten a couple negative ones. You might not even realize how important it is to be in NHS. You might be thinking, it's a cool tassel. I can do that. It's going to look good on a college application. It will. But it means more than that. It means because you're sitting here, your teachers believe in you. We believe you're going to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, sanitation engineers, whatever you want to be. Doesn't matter. Okay? We believe in you that you're going to do what you want to do, and you're going to do it great. Okay? We want you to be passionate about what you do. Live life, enjoy it, excel. You're here because we believe in you, and you believe in yourselves. I wrote this speech about 7 or 8 times, trashing it each time, not sure what to talk about, comparing it to things like the movie Dumb and Dumber. And I wasn't quite sure how to, sneak in that scene with the explosive, in the bathroom. I decided that wasn't a good idea. So on Monday, I went home and I sat down at the table and I was just racking my brain. And my 8-year-old was in the other room doing yoga, Cosmic Kids Yoga. If you haven't done it, you should try it. And I said, buddy, what's this yoga about? They all have a theme. And he said, Harry Potter. And I was like, that's awesome. And so I kept going and listening. It's a woman, it's an English woman, and she has this fantastic voice to listen to. I almost dozed off. And then I realized that was it. The experience you've had in the past 3 or 4 years, this is not Essex High School anymore. You have been living in Hogwarts. You have been part of the Harry Potter books. So we're going to go through this book by book, not 7. Because Elizabeth told me I got to be quick. Okay? First year, the book's called Sorcerer's Stone, right? How many of you have read Harry Potter? Raise your hand. Or seen a movie or whatever? Yeah, quite a few of you. If you haven't, you're missing the bus here. You got to get on this. Whether you were entering this high school or you were in middle school, you were shy, you were innocent. Maybe not in 8th grade, you thought you were big stuff, but you came from different places. It might have been from Westford, the town, the village, Georgia, wherever the islands, wherever you were from, you came here, or you were in 8th grade, and you had your cliques, you had your groups, right? And then you were sorted. You know how you were sorted? The cafeteria sorting hat. No one wants to sit alone. You were all in there like, which table? The table? You found the tables. Let's keep going. Geometry 200. Defense against the dark arts, folks. Anytime I put a proof on the board, it's like I was performing the Cruciatus first. You're like, no! Someone's gonna die. Maddie knows. Maddie, Ma, you know. She made me feel horrible every time I put a proof on the board. We went forward, no night, from a proof, thank God. And you started to mature just a little bit. By the end of the year, you weren't congregating in the hallways as much. Seniors weren't yelling at you quite as much, probably because they weren't here. Some of you chose to be brave, like Gryffindor. Some of you chose to be patient, like a Hufflepuff. Some wanted to be real smart, like a Ravenclaw. And some of you were sly, just like a Slytherin. So sly that some of you snuck out when we had that winter carnival. School size of 1,300. Somehow we only had about 200 people here. Interesting. It's like that was weird. It was like a Quidditch match, but no one cared. Lots of cheering, lots of fun. It was fun when we were here. We did, here's the big part. The book. I reread the books recently with my son. The books have like a troll in the castle, a dead unicorn in the Forbidden Forest, and a teacher with an evil dead guy living in the back of his head. That stuff's kind of creepy. You probably did not experience that here unless you ate the cafeteria's chicken one day. I heard that was real bad. Some people were real sick. So then if you ate that chicken, you might have seen that stuff. On to second year, the Chamber of Secrets. It started off great. You were older, you were gaining confidence, your classes were getting tougher, and you were old enough to make fun of the freshmen. You were feeling real good. You were like, yeah, I'm old. Until a senior came by, you're like, yeah, what's up? Dobby made an appearance in this book. I'm not saying we have someone here who looks like Dobby at this school, but I'm just saying. Ron and Harry drove an enchanted car. Remember this? The car drove itself. I have watched you folks parallel park in front of my room for 20 years. We need this car. You cannot drive. I've watched you. It doesn't work. There was some nervousness about the rise of something truly evil. Someone who took joy in torturing people, bringing other people pain. You know who I'm talking about. He who must not be photographed. Mr. Peller. Deadly evil. Well, he did not open the Chamber of Secrets, folks. Somebody in China did that here because they let out a basilisk called COVID, and that got bad because it drove us out of school. And that was ugly. Some of you even showed up to a Zoom once in a while to say hi. That was awesome. And you all got a great boost for just breathing. It was tough. It was tough. The last thing I remember about book 2 was Moaning Myrtle. For anybody who has had class in C102, she lives in that bathroom across the hall. The screams and the yells that come from that bathroom, that poor girl, we got to save her. The third year, this was last year, Prisoner of Azkaban. We were prisoners, weren't we? Most of you only came to school twice a week. But you made the best of it, adapting all year long to these crazy protocols like scrubbing the desk down. Don't sit there, it's got blue tape. You had to wear masks all the time. Oh, wait, you still do? So do I. What no one told you is that they're really used to protect us from getting kissed by the Dementors. And I know Dementors are real. I saw it on the Essex BT community web page on Facebook. Those people tell me they're Dementors. I was personally teaching remotely last year, so I was just this big head on the screen. Sorry for those of you who had me. I felt so bad. But I kind of felt like Sirius Black. He was the escape prisoner that year. Whenever I came to school to make copies, people were like, what are you doing here? Oh, why are you here? You're short. EHS, just like Hogwarts, like I said, was guarded by Dementors. They kind of suck all the happy things out of life. And last year, didn't it feel like everything happy was sucked out of school? But you all did great. Okay? You kept positive. You stayed great. You were here. You did awesome. Okay? Whether you were at home here 2 days a week, end up coming in 4 days a week, you did amazing, given those circumstances. Okay? You all cast your own Patronus arms, and we are so proud of you. Also in this book, there were several people who could turn themselves into animals. There was a rat, a dog, and a werewolf. And I tried to think, how does that connect to EHS? And I thought, oh, well, teachers, we kind of had to do all the cleaning and the nasty stuff, so probably the rats. Yeah. Students, were you given any leeway last year? You know, you were told to shit. You were the dogs. Sorry. And then I was like, who's the werewolf? Who's really nice and all of a sudden can turn on a drop of a dime and get really angry? And then I thought about it. It was any of us when somebody next to us coughed. Oh, we're crazy. And now we're this year. Now you're in the goblet of fire. You're either a junior or a senior. You're in the throes of stuff. You are either applying to colleges, getting ready for SATs. Junior year itself is probably the hardest year you're going to have here. You are in, and yet you're sitting here on a Thursday night at 6:30. Some of you probably wishing you could be home doing homework for my class. It again shows your resilience, your tenacity, and how much you put in, given what has been thrown at you. In the goblet of fire, there were dragons. The dragons are either going to be the SATs or your college applications. They're trying to eat you alive. Don't let them. You're here for a reason. You've already slayed them, or you're on your way to. Balancing your midterms, your part-time job, sports, activities, plays, whatever you do it's like the underwater challenge that they did. You can hold your breath for a long time, but make sure you come up for air and you enjoy life once in a while. Springtime is going to be your third challenge of that whole try wizard thing. You're either a junior and you're like finally getting to senior year, the end is in sight, or you're a senior and the challenge is really going to be battling senioritis because you're not going to want to be here. And whatever you face, whatever dangers you face, at the end, when you grab that cup, when you get that diploma, you will get to leave here. You will get to leave here with your head held high, knowing that you got the fancy tassel. You either got into college or taking a year off or whatever you're doing that's going to make you happy. And you are going to do great in life. Wherever you go from here is up to you. Okay? I just equated you to Harry Potter. You can't go down. You can only go up. I hope you continue this Harry Potter experience. Whether it's here, your next school, Universal Studios in Florida. They paid me to say that. I hope you form friendships like the Order of the Phoenix. I hope you explore the world and learn from those smarter than you, like the Half-Blood Prince. You do the impossible, like collecting the Deathly Hallows. You're all here because you're smart students, but more importantly because you are good people. You each have a little bit of each Hogwarts in you. You're brave, you're patient, you're wise, and you're all a little sly. And that's a good thing. And I know you're sly because you always distract me in class so I don't actually teach you the lessons. Yep. Navigating school over the past few years has been insanely difficult. And becoming an honors student tells me that you are more than an ordinary honors student. You are budding wizards. Congratulations on being inducted into the National Honor Society, and may you become even greater wizards into the future.
Thank you, Mr. Langevin. We will now begin the induction part of the ceremony by welcoming students to the stage. First, Landon Evasion. Emo Abuklio. Dahabo Abukar. Catherine Adams. Madeline Amati. Kaylee Appenzeller. Peyton Ash. Francesca Bianchi, Eli Boswick, Leslie Boswick, Sarah Boudreau, Ian Bootlin, Jillian Grooms. Amelia Byers, Adowin Byrne, Eli Chauvin, Julia Coburn, Toby Cram, Lila Crock, Braden Cummings, Lona Davis, Benjamin Dagler, Thomas Denton, Maya Desmel, Katie Douglas, Molly Droppa, Paige Dubuque, Lydia Eldridge, Ava Filan, Megan Finn, Amelia Frisbee, Anna Ganguly, Tanisha Gerd, Ingrid Gilliam, Andrew Goodrich, Kayla Garino, Anna Hall, Lori Hamel, Izzy Harris, Elena Hurdle, Tekla Home Brown, Anna Hoppy, Iris Shung, Matthew Hull, Maria Hearn, Carlota Jensen, Gabriella Jensen, Sidhu Kanukarthi, Lucius Karthi, Bafa Khan, Nora Kinney, Jacob Kohler, Sarah Lamati, Yeshi Lama, Cade Larkham, Madeline Larson, Justin Lee, Fiona Legg, Nathan Lesney, Scott Ligori, Raquel Matos, Juliana Mazzella, Madison McEwen, Kayla McIntyre, Natalie McMahon, Alex Meek, Elizabeth Messier, Darian Michaelitis, Luke Miklas, Brayna Miller, Katie Miller-Johnson, Shaka Mitra, Patrick Monahan, Firdos Muhammad, Molly Murphy, Sadie Nicholson, Aiden Nick, Madeline Noel, Izzy Orvis, Ollie Orvis, Eli Kay, Aniela Pettingill, Anna Pringle Corcoran, Ellie Quinton, Avery Rabideau, Madison Rabideau, Alex Radke, Eli Robinson, Walker Root, Lily Schechter, Ben Seibold, Isabella Silva, Sophia Smith, Spaniolo Challa, Gil Stawinski, Ashley Stempeck, Emily Stevens, Heidi Stewart, Scarlett Stimson, Kieran Stokes, Nick Struck, Kate Stubbs, Carmela Samula, Claire Toomey, Olivia Toomey, Ellie Weimer, Thomas William, and Celine Yao. Max Filippo, Aiden Pereira, and Elizabeth Dubé.
And Madeline Molino.
I will now read the NHS pledge. Students, please repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the purposes of the National Honor Society to always seek the light of truth, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service, and to lead forward in all things that shall advance the welfare of the school. Congratulations, students. You can now blow out your candles and return to your seats. The members of the National Honor Society are divided into 4 committees under an NHS officer. At this time, I would like to welcome Elizabeth Toupay, Chair of the Reception Committee, Max Gilco, Chair of the Standards Committee, and Aidan Ferreira, Chair of the Community Service Committee, to explain the goals of their respective committees this year. Elizabeth?
Hello, as Maddie said, I am the head of the reception committee. So far, we have planned this event, and I'd just like to say that I appreciate the members of the committee's willingness to just get started right off the bat and pull this off. Looking forward, we plan to show our appreciation for a group of people who has had a positive impact on this community by giving them food and writing them thank yous. Next, I would like to introduce Aidan Ferreira, the head of the Community Service Committee.
My name is Aidan Ferreira. I'm head of the Community Service Committee. Our community service, we're here to go out in the community and find ways to better people and help them out. Obviously, the last couple of years have been rough on everyone. There's very few people in our community who are doing okay, so it is so our goal going forward is to go out there and do as much as we can to help everyone out in the community and improve their home welfare. And I'm now going to introduce Max Gilco, head of the Standards Committee.
Hey everyone, I'm Max Gilco, head of Standards Committee. The goal is really simple. Nothing like any of these committees are a lot worse. We just play with rules basically to get into the committee. That's about it. Next speaker,
Thanks, Max. Okay. I'm the chair of the Brain Subcommittee, which organizes peer tutoring at NHS. Our primary goals for this year are to increase student participation in peer tutoring and make sure that all students and teachers know what a helpful resource Brain Cell is and feel comfortable using it. So far, we have begun the advertising process and organized a mechanism which we feel is most efficient in matching students with peer tutors. Hopefully you've seen the slide in your advisory slideshows, as well as posters around the school with the QR code link to request tutoring. Looking ahead, we will continue to facilitate peer tutoring, and depending on what exam week looks like this year, which is still up in the air, we plan to host some kind of review session for students, which will include teacher presence. That concludes our induction ceremony. Congratulations on your academic successes and membership of the National Honor Society. Thank you, families, for watching from home. Have a great evening, everyone, and students, don't forget your candy in the back.